Hello guys, wanted to do another video for you. 16th's coming up soon, which I'm sure we're all excited about. Videos about a method feeder and a pellet feeder for the rivers. Just a kind of an idea I've come up with for the days when the fish are absolutely having it. I've got a trip to the Y booked for the end of the month, and there's a couple of pegs on there where you can pretty much fish the method feeder. I think if you search, you'll find a Martin Bowler video from quite a few years ago where he used a method feeder. Did it with ground bait. He needed to add some kind of boilie crumb and bits and pieces to get it sticky enough to kind of hold. I'll talk about the mix I do soon. So these ones, this I found on Temu. 100 gram, because you're probably going to need 100 gram where we're going to fish to hold. So that was it. That was a ready buy. I think I ended up buying about 10 just to give them a go, see how we get on with them. I can't remember what the price was, and I've looked back on Temu and I can't find the exact ones again, so I can't put the link on there for you. But if you have a look and have a search, see if you can find something. I'm sure there's alternatives. This is an angling direct one, because I think the ones Martin Bowler was using, I think there was Drennan. I think he was sponsored by Drennan, or is sponsored by Drennan. So I think there was a Drennan, and the one cheap, they were coming in at £4 a go, something like that. Well, these are Angling Direct's own one, and I think this is a 70 gram one. I think there was £1.39, but 70 gram probably isn't enough to hold. So all I've done is taken some of the weights that you use for wheel balancing, and just stick to everything. They're really, really good. And I've just kind of tacked them on the bottom. I've got some other ones with slightly different weights on again, so you can see. So it's the same principle as what you would use a method feeder for on non-moving water, and on moving water, you just kind of need to make the pellets tacky enough to stick. So here's the kind of thing I use. It's just a mix. There's 2 mils, there's 4 mils, there's absolutely some tiny stuff in there. A couple of ways of doing it. You could do it where you just soak them in cold water, like there's Taylor's pudding mix. That'll do the job. Or you can do the scalded pellet, where you boil the kettle, pour some boiling water on, and it obviously helps them break down a lot quicker. But I also add this stuff. Ignore the name sticky at the top. That's absolutely irrelevant to what I'm telling you. But it's the fact that it's liver hydro. That's made a massive difference to chub and barbel fishing for me. So once you've got these pellets soaked up and everything, add a good glug of that to it, and that helps it stick again. So I did say it was method and pellet. So I've made these. Same kind of principle. This will be the first year I try them, so I'll kind of have to mess around with this pellet mix, get it so it's not too sticky that it stays in, but the principle's the same as you would again. If you think about a pellet feeder, or more importantly the way barbel and the chub come in, it's going to sit in the river this way, and the chub and the barbel will come in this way to feed. So it makes a great deal of sense to have it like this. So the way I'll fish it, fill it full of pellets. I might even just cap the end off with a bit of ground bait or some dampened down crushed hemp, something like that. And my hook bait will be just in, so that as the water starts to push everything out, the hook bait comes out, moves along, in theory, moves along down with all the loose feed and bits and pieces, and Mr. Chub and Barb will come in, and we end up hooking them. So how did I get to there? Well, I'll link a video in that I've done previously showing you how to make these things. They're just my kind of, well, they are my swim feeders, the ones I make. Use them on the Trent more than anything. Ever so easy to do and cheap as chips. So I'll link that video in. So all you do is you take the feeder that's been made. You're only going to need the top part, and then with I use these pair of snips. I mean, you can get some, if you got some decent kitchen scissors, they'll do just the job again. And you just wanted to cut out a little horseshoe shape so that it fits in. I mean, these ones are 110 grams, so 4 ounce, because I fish the Trent a lot. So, and they'll be ideal for the Y, because we're kind of somewhere around that weight, sometimes maybe even more. So I'll give them a go. These, we'll see how we get on. I'm going to try and put a video together. I've got 4 days there in total, with me and my mate Foxy, so I'll see if I can put a video together, show you kind of where we're fishing and how we get on. So if you need any info, lads, just PM me or whatever. Like and share the video. Happy days. And I'll catch you later.